Well, he'd been retired a few years, but we went to Vancouver for Christmas to visit our daughter, and our son came down as well, one of them. And because I didn't have much to do on Christmas Eve as my daughter was cooking, we went for lunch in Horseshoe Bay, where there are some antique shops. And we were just wandering around it, and I saw this camera, and I said to Neville, if you went with me, I would buy that for you for Christmas. And he said, well, buy it anyway, and you can wrap it up. So I did. And then immediately after Christmas, we went down to Oregon, where we had spent quite a bit of time when we actually lived in Vancouver. And of course, down in particularly the West Coast, there are a lot of antique shops and charity shops. So he decided to start pottering around all these, and managed to find quite a few cameras that he liked. And from then on it just expanded from there. And at that time, when you travelled between Britain and Canada, you're on the airline, your luggage wasn't quite as restricted as it is now. So he had this huge suitcase that he would fill. And as I say, a lot of the cameras did come from charity shops and antique shops. He discovered he wasn't feeling so well. He discovered that he needed a quadruple bypass. So that went reasonably well. He had a bit of a problem, but after he recovered from that, he was still on leave because he hadn't got his full strength back. We went back to Canada, and that was when he went back down to Oregon and started collecting even more cameras. Whenever he went to Poland or any of the countries he travelled to for work, he would search out on the Saturdays, or there would be flea markets, and at that time too, Poland were getting rid of a lot of Russian things, and that's when he found a lot of the Russian cameras. Then he would try and find cameras from every country, even on holiday, whether it was France or Germany is not difficult, of course, Italy, Hong Kong, and he would ask friends also if they happened to have time to find a camera for him from a certain country to bring back. Particularly the large one from Poland, if there would be a ship that was actually sailing from Poland to Rotterdam, and they would bring it back for him. Sometimes, though, he did take them on the plane, and that caused quite a bit of confusion with customs if he had, say, 10 or 12, but he did bring some back by himself. But the very big one, no, that was shipped back down for him. As far as I understand, it's just over 3,000. The catalogue that I've just found is up to 2,700, but latterly he hadn't been cataloguing quite as much as he was.